Jonathan, floor direct a little.
Hey, Shawn, go ahead.
Oh, hey, welcome to the Adventist Review. We are just getting our act together here in the atrium of the General Conference Building. I'm Shawn Boostra.
And I'm Justin Kim.
Justin Kim. I was going to introduce you in case you forgot your name.
No, that's all good.
Yep. Hey, listen, the church is in business right now. Delegates from all over the world have come to this building to discuss the business of the church. Justin, you've been in this building longer than me. I've been here weeks. What is annual council? Why do we have annual council?
Yeah, so we just had GC session like what, 4 months ago, 3 months ago?
Yep.
And here, this is the first annual council after GC session. And that it may sound like nothing special, but it's very huge. It's super huge because we have new leadership.
Right.
And the new leadership is like the top, like, this band, right? And now they have voted in all the middle, the mechanisms, the committees, the associates, and now this gets solidified, all the editors, and that includes
yeah, so that's the big question. Like, am I up for review? I've been here less than 100 days.
That includes us.
Yeah, okay.
And all that's voted, and this will never happen again until the next first annual council after GC
Okay,
session.
so I don't get reviewed every year?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah. So if I make it through the next few days, if I'm not on this broadcast on Monday,
you got sliced.
Something bad happened. Something bad happened. Okay,
it's an opportunity, right? So editors, if
you
they
sound like an HR department.
Well,
hey, don't look at it as a firing.
And then there's an opportunity to say, hey, is there time for change? And it's not every year; it's every 5 years. So that's kind of a reasonable cadence for the church.
Okay, that does make sense. But you did sound like the HR department. We're about to present you with an opportunity to find another job. But okay, the first couple of days of this are not really.
The HR director is up.
What's that?
The HR director is up.
HR director is one of the things we're looking at.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Hey, I'm quitting the review. I've not wanted to be an HR director. But the first 2 days of this really aren't the business of the church. It's what's called the Lead Conference.
Yeah.
What is the Lead Conference? What's been going on today?
Yeah. So every year there's 2 main meetings. We have annual council, which is the one that we're in now. There's another one called spring council that will happen in the spring.
Right.
And at annual council, you have all these people coming in from all over the world, and it's an opportunity to educate. And so this one day, this Thursday, that's before the actual business, is just all education. It's a particular topic that they just spend all day on this one topic.
Wow.
So it'll either be on youth ministry. I think last year it was on creativity and technology. Another year it's on just a certain aspect of the world church. And this year it's on integration in mission.
Yeah, and I love that. I wrote that down this morning sitting in meetings. Integration for mission, and that makes my heart pump. I mean, the reason I got into ministry, the reason I signed up with the church, it's like, this is mission driven, it's global, it really does answer to Revelation chapter 14.
Yeah.
And that was pretty evident today, that this body gathered in this building feels like they answer to Revelation chapter 14.
Yeah.
Did I get the chapter right? No, I got
Revelation
the chapter
14?
right. Yeah, Revelation chapter 14.
Not 13.
6 through 12.
Yeah.
Well, no, we do not answer to Revelation 13. That would be a different conference in a different building. We are Revelation 14. So last night, delegates came from all over the world, the Revelation 14 delegates, and they gathered here for registration.
Yep.
We had a worship from Shane Anderson. It's not Shane Anderson. Shane Anderson from PUC, from Andrews.
PMC, Pioneer Memorial Church at Andrews
PUC
University.
would be the college. PMC. I'm in fine form tonight. I really will be missing on Monday's broadcast. I'll just be done. So Shane Anderson last night on mission. This morning, Rick McEdward. And that didn't stream. And so you didn't get a chance to see that, but I was thrilled. He talked about the windows where mission must still go, the 1040, which many people talk about. He talked about urban window. 80% of the world's population now lives in major urban centers, or it's getting there.
Yeah.
And the post-Christian window I found interesting. And he shared these stories from all over the world, Bulgaria, Brazil, the Middle East, of people who have taken God's call on all of us, all church members, very seriously, and they're leading people to Christ in some of the most impossible situations, including the one I'm really remembering is this guy in Brazil who was cleaning up trash in neighborhoods to win hearts.
In Egypt, a Brazilian in Egypt.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
yep, that's right.
I was paying attention, but I knew Brazil was in the story. But cleaning up trash, and then he opened a preschool, and parents of other faith groups let their kids go to this school
Yeah.
because he had demonstrated genuine love
Yeah.
and concern for the community.
Well, it's so cool. So I actually went
Yeah.
to the school, Nile Valley Academy.
I think that's
Nile
it.
Academy in Egypt.
I'm not the only one who
And-
forgets everything.
And it's an Adventist academy, and they had it walled off from the rest of the community. And the community never interacted with the academy. And what happened is the community just dumped all their trash. So in comes this Brazilian guy. I think his name is Ronnie.
It's Ronnie. Yeah.
Really cool guy. He's in the Word. He's all about Jesus. He's like, what can I do for the community? And then just boom. Why don't I just get rid of all the trash, not just around the school, but in the entire town.
Yeah.
And then the one person said, you are the light of the world.
Yeah.
That you would do something like this.
He gathered something like 100 metric tons
Yeah.
of trash,
Yeah.
and then opened a preschool, and parents started sending their kids.
Hey, he's not there for 1 year, 2 years. He's there for
Nope.
like 9, 10 years.
Right.
And then he's inviting the community. I mean, that was the end to bring the community on campus. And they're doing all this stuff. And this is like, this is tough area.
Oh yeah, it's one of the tougher ones, and I love that. And of course, Rick McEdwards spent his time in that part of the world and is coming here from the Middle East.
Yeah.
And it was riveting. And he moved on to, look, we need to integrate. We're supposed to be a global movement, take the message to the whole world. We're all supposed to be doing it. Council is clear. It's all hands on deck in the gospel work. And he talked about, look, if we work together, that represents God's character. There's unity and diversity in one God. Deals honestly with the compassion ministry of Christ, he pointed out. Healing is a part of it. Everybody gets to use their spiritual gifts. Touches the lives of people who wouldn't respond to the gospel otherwise, which is where this story came in with the trash collection.
So like what you have in the church, and and some of you have been in church for a super long time, so you're used to this, but you got like the medical ministry here and the hospitals doing their thing.
Yep.
You got like schools doing their thing. Even in your local church, you got departments doing their own thing. And here, even in the GC, you got just people doing their own thing and just not really doing stuff together. And so from the leader, from the top down, like, hey, let's just all press together, the Ellen White quote. That is a major motif that the president is starting at this annual council.
I wish they had streamed this morning, and I understand they can't stream everything, but I think your hearts would have been warmed.
Yeah.
Your church is about mission. I mean, the big theme for our new president, obviously, is grounded in the Word and focused on the mission.
Yeah.
And that was very evident today that the church is rallying around that.
Yeah.
You were on the stage with Siku, our other associate editor today, and you carried puzzle pieces up on the stage.
Yeah.
What in the world were you carrying giant puzzle pieces for?
So you know what I really appreciate about this annual council? It's only been day one, but there's all these different, different things, different learning techniques, different object lessons, if you will.
Right.
And the main object lesson from today was everyone was given a little magnetic puzzle piece. And all throughout the day, throughout all the presentations, people went up randomly and they put up a different puzzle piece. And the representation is that all these people around the world, where no one person is the entire world church.
Yeah.
And we all have different pieces the Lord has given to us, but we all need to come together to create a composite picture of what God wants us to do. And the object lesson was very apropos. At the end, I really appreciated, there was a sudden flash mob, right?
I missed the flash mob.
Did you miss that?
I missed it.
So Rick McEdwards is there preaching, and he was in on it, right? But all of a sudden we hear some like honking going on, and then there's like a saxophone coming down, and then people are like, what's going on? And then a guitar comes out, a flute, a violinist, a celloist, and it all comes together. And the whole motif is saying, hey, each person is playing their part, but it comes together as a song. And so even the music was used to convey the motif of the day. I mean, it was really good, very good.
It was an amazing, amazing day. You had a discussion group, and one of the questions you asked the group, you had everybody break into groups of 7.
Yeah.
Not 6, not 8, 7, because we're Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah.
And I smiled at that. But one of the discussion questions is what not to do. What was that discussion about?
Yeah, so this is what happens. You have people from all over the world coming, right? And it could be that, hey, let's just do business and go. But this is an opportunity to do some education while they're here. This is with their spouses, this is with the translators providing all this stuff. So then they're here and they're listening to seminars and presentations from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon.
Right.
And so Siku and my job, our job, was to provide a little bit of a break in between and allow for some conversation. So we broke up into groups of 7 and 1, groups of 2, groups of 3, and whatnot. And then just in your own language, try to digest what's going on rather than just listen. And it's an intense day.
Yeah, it is.
And these guys, I mean, they're dealing with jet lag, they're dealing with, you know, language issues and visas and whatnot. They're finally here. And I don't know, I think those of us who are in the building are like, hey, it's just another day at the general conference.
Yeah.
But for some people, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to visit the U.S., to visit the GC. I mean, so this is a one way to get them involved in the work of the church.
Right. So the question you asked the group to discuss, what not to do.
I mean, they're listening. So, like, hey, what should you do is kind of a cliche question.
Right.
About, hey, what not to do? I'm like, well, hey, I got to think about that a little bit. And
I
just
can
kind
think
of a reverse psychology.
Yeah, I can think of lots of things not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Maybe
my wife can think of many other things.
They're more negative, yeah? Anyway, sorry.
No, my wife has a list of things I should not do as well. Yeah, she really does. All right, so breakout groups today. It was a big day. Tomorrow, we're moving into the Sabbath hours, so we meet in the morning again tomorrow, and it kind of wraps up by afternoon.
Yep.
Right.
It should end about around noon, and the real business starts on Sunday.
Yep.
We got some personnel stuff happening, and it revs into business until Wednesday. But we have Friday. There's some constituency meetings that happen.
Yep.
Sabbath's a full day of worship, and there's a big presentation on Sabbath.
Right, and then as we move into business, obviously nominating committee starts later in the week and so on. But here's what I'm driving at. You're tuning in. If you're joining us live tonight, it was 5:30 Eastern Time. Tomorrow it's going to be more like 12 o'clock Eastern Time because we'll kind of have a sense of the day at that point. 12 o'clock Eastern Time, Adventist Review, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're consuming this. And if you join later, okay, you could have come live. You could have had fun with us, but we'll forgive you. The Bible says I have to forgive you or I don't go to heaven. So that's tomorrow, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, U.S., right, Eastern Standard Time. And thanks for joining us today. I'm Shawn Boonstra.
I'm Justin Gibb.
Yep. And that's just in time.